morning, everyone. This is the podcast, Russian Bay.
London,
and we have a guest on our podcast.
I'm Sam.
Yeah. And that is Sam and our anonymous talker, speaker.
Yeah, what's cracking?
Yeah, there he is. Always here, always with us. Before we start the podcast, we are actually sponsored already. So we are sponsored by Ankle Biter Incorporated. Nick, your line.
If you're an ankle biter like me, go to the Ankle Biter Inc. for a big dog reduction. I'm still in the process, but hopefully eventually I'm cured.
Thank you, Ankle Biter Incorporated, for sponsoring this podcast. It's crazy. It's only our second episode, but we are glad.
Big dog.
Woo!
Energy.
Today's topic is frats and sororities. I mean, I know we are based in Tampa, but we're just going to talk in general. You know, we all have our thoughts and opinions, and they all seem to be similar. So who wants to take over and start? Beef.
Dude, frats are fucking dumb. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, tell us more. You know more of it because you almost got into a teak.
Yeah, like
at UTampa.
Yeah, but like okay, so for a while, like before I came to Tampa, yeah, like I was like considering maybe like going into a frat. I don't know, just maybe have fun. But personally, just personal choices, I just chose not to do that because like I'm like,
why would you spend money to?
Yeah, like I don't want to spend money on to get friends. I know, yeah, on a contract, and also like I know they do other stuff, but like I'm sorry, like I don't need to do that. Like I have other shit that I can do for fun. Yeah. I don't got time. Like straight up, I don't got time for that shit. Like.
No, and I completely agree for sororities because I'm a girl. I did start the whole process of recruitment, but didn't go fully through with it because I just thought, first of all, I paid $70 to like I think even get into the recruitment, and then I had to pay even more to actually be a part of it. I love that choice. Thank you, anonymous guest. And then I realized that I would have to pay for friends. Why would I do that? Just not really a part. Don't want to be like in a cold screaming my sorority's name, screaming, ah! You know, not that type of person. They scream. Have you ever heard sororities?
Yeah,
Dude,
no, I know.
Oh my god, dude, they be screaming like the courtyards and shit. I'm like, I'm in bed.
No, literally. And we also want to ask our anonymous guest, what are your thoughts on frats, sororities, and Greek life?
Dude, they fuck.
Shit's gay. Period.
I love how short-worded, but so to the point he is. Sam, you're from what college are you?
I go to SLU in St. Louis.
SLU, St. Louis University. And tell us about your Greek life.
I would say Greek life there compared to most universities is smaller for sure, if anything. Other than that, I'd say it's the most basic you could think it is. Frats are like shelters for guys who are like either like too like alcoholically uncontrollable in public, so they all have to group together, or it's like the groups of guys who are like simply in it because they're all together in the scheme of like they all take the same drugs. Like K is huge. No, yeah, at a ton of big universities now, ketamine is huge, and it doesn't get talked about. Like everyone just talks about fentanyl like topically, like just like that's what's covered. But
Nick, did you want to say something?
No, I was just gonna say like.
No, okay, let me give it to you.
No, I don't know. Like, I feel like Sam and I, we have some friends like in a frat, like not at Tampa, obviously, but like we met some of the friends, like the frat brothers, and they seem like normal. I've always just like thought like maybe it's just like Tampa in general. Like I don't know if it's just like the guys here that just like I don't know if it's just like extra douchebaggery. But like
douchebaggery, I love that word.
let me ask you this:
or like if it's
I
everywhere.
can hold it for you guys.
Like if it's everywhere or not. Like is that actually how it is? Like everyone else.
What do you think? I really want to hear. I want to hear his point. It's
like do you think like other like campuses have like? Or do you think their frats are better like not as douches, or is it just like Tampa?
It's definitely like on a school-to-school basis for me. I think it's kind of like it's whack.
Thank you so much, anonymous guest. I completely respect your opinion and I agree with your opinion.
Dude, like it's Josh.
But Oh!
Yeah, he literally walked on in the beginning.
Oh my god. This is going to be the thumbnail. The anonymous guest revealed in the second episode. Wow.
You guys need a new anonymous guest now.
Yeah. No way. Blurred out.
Okay.
Question mark.
Now this is my time to put the rice in the bowl. I'm just kidding. Now this is my time to put my opinion in it, because all we're talking about frats. What about sororities? I don't know how to explain it. It's just that feeling that I get when the girl tells me, "Oh, I'm in a sorority." I'm like, "Oh."
The fakest shit out there, man. Oh my god.
Not everyone. I know some
Okay,
girls.
there's-
I
okay,
know
there's-
there are girls that I know that I'm kind of sort of
There's always a few outliers.
friends with.
I mean,
They're great. There's great girls, I'm sure, but it's like,
for the most part, like people who were friends before they went in.
yeah. Like I know, yeah, that is true. Like my roommate, my ex-roommate, hi Brooklyn. She was always the same. I don't think she changed, honestly. So some people don't change, but some people do change. They make it their whole personality. Their whole Instagrams are basically like sorority based. Some sororities like can't like they like stop you from like hanging with guys. They like if you hang with a guy and you're not 21, you can't. Or like if you're like drinking, you're not. I mean, obviously, but like it's just they're very strict.
Different, dude. SLU has like we have like sorority. So like this is like a huge controversial thing that we're not supposed to talk about. They have sorority groupies, where like there are like certain like girls for each grade of dude that has like they're like on the table for any of the like non-pledges, and then pledges are on the table for any of the pledges.
No, I honestly, I feel like frats and sororities are just like high school people that are still stuck in the high school fucking like mentality. Like that's all I see. Yeah, like
dude, for us,
like freshman year high school, I feel like all the cliquey shit, like no fucking reason. Like I'm like, okay, you're not on a pedestal higher than me. I don't give a shit.
I had all my friends last year at SLU all stopped hanging out with me because they all got into like some Sigma frat, right? Dude, I got this whole thing. I was like, dude, like literally, you paid $400 for friends.
We're talking about a lot of negatives, but can we, even though we're like all against frats and sororities, but can we find
Like helping out or doing
there's
there's definitely good things about frats like or sororities is like doing like their message almost their memo.
I think
Like yeah, like if
Thank you, Shane.
I mean,
yeah, they don't give a shit. They don't. They really don't care about unless you're like probably one.
certain people. I'll say certain people.
Certain people will like do it and like yes, they will look good on your resume. Don't get me wrong.
Will
or like, I sometimes feel it because like yeah, we went to like a private school and like yeah, there'll be times where like you're graduating. Or like they'll know, and then they'll like us a lot more. It's like I get it.
We'll talk
but
to
like,
people from when we're out of state, and they'll ask us if they're.
Oh, with Kai Ross.
Like,
Kai Ross.
Yeah, or like they'll be
They'll
like,
say
"Are you from Marquette High?" And then we'll be like, "Yeah," and then they'll be like, "Yeah, like you part of the like
Brotherhood.
Yeah, and then we're
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
literally how it is.
"Alright."
Like,
So-
I understand it. Like, it looks good if you, like, I mean, and like their message, their memo, but like, still, I feel there's a lot more negatives, man, than fucking positives.
I agree with that. Like, I don't want to spend money to be a part of a friend group when I can just find a friend group without spending money. Sororities,
hazing is
the hazing is a whole different topic, and that's crazy. Yeah.
just like degrading.
Yeah,
in
mentally,
both fields.
like, not even physically. I feel like frats are more physically like bad.
Frats, yeah, it's like pushing everyone to the limits. Yeah,
But like, sororities are more like I feel like mental.
That is definitely true. Also, what do you think, Josh? Now that we know his name,
Yeah. I basically said my point already. Like, but with the hazing shit, you're definitely right on the stances. It's just like I think for fraternities, it kind of gives like the guys a little bit of a bond. That's like the only thing I sort of agree with. Like, it can go too far for sure. Like if you know what the elephant walk is. I can't like say it, but all right, Shane, shut up. No, like that's OD. Like if someone tried to make me do something as extreme as that, like I'm dropping. I'm not doing anything like that. But others, all right, can you like stop talking while I'm talking?
woo!
Damn. Anyways,
shit.
fuck, man. Fucked up my whole goddamn thought. I wouldn't do it. like from what my like I'm not gonna say their names. What my boys told me that they had to go through in Kappa Sig at Montclair, like yeah, like that's fine.
Yeah.
It sucks, but like now you're way tighter with the kids that you didn't know.
No, that's like psychology though.
You're way tighter with the guys. Thank you. That was a great. I will put that as a quote. You are way tighter with the guys.
Yeah, I'm getting real
How
tight
can you
with
be
the
best
guys.
friends with somebody who beat the shit out of you?
Word.
They don't do that everywhere.
Complete psychological thing. You make a group of people vulnerable together and go through something traumatic. They will literally bond no matter what. It's like every single survivor relationship.
Shane, do you want to be here? Do you want to be right here, Shane?
The military.
Yeah.
Yeah, military.
And yeah, the whole sorority thing. I know I'm talking from like the point of a girl, but what do you guys think about sororities? Colts.
Dude, they all the same. Bruh. They literally are.
I honestly though, yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Dude, they're literally all the fucking same. I can't get over the fact that same personality, same like way being grown up, same
Same name.
sister. Like dude, really? Like
literally.
like show some more personality. Be yourself. Stop trying to like be somebody else.
You don't talk to somebody if they're not in a frat, just because they're in a sorority is the stupidest shit ever.
That
That
is
also is true. Yeah. Having like that hierarchy of like being like I need another Greek life person. It's like,
That goes back to the little high school fucking thing,
Yeah.
man.
it's like being like a football player and being like I gotta date a cheerleader.
Yeah.
Josh, what do you think about sororities? Because you're a guy and you're like girls.
Dabbled in it, haven't you?
I've dabbled.
Yeah.
Um,
You definitely have.
yeah,
I
I've
knew it.
entered some sororities, infiltrated for sure.
Slid in.
Yeah, slithered my way on in. Um,
Called up beaten.
they're cool. Some of them are definitely dope. Some of them are definitely not dope. I tend to stray away from those ones. The ones that are sick, you gotta infiltrate the system, find the supplier. You fucking,
What in the Wolf of Wall Street is this?
No, this is from the Hangover.
you fucking,
No,
you eliminate some lower levels. Okay, you do them right, you do them good. Word starts spreading. Now you have the whole system. You have the whole system. You can get whatever you want from the sorority. My actual thoughts on the sorority, though, is that they're kind of like, I don't know, dude. It's whatever to me. Like, what do? You join. You don't really have to fucking struggle that hard. You just have to act a certain way for, a couple weeks, and then you're in. And you're like every other girl that's out there. Wow, that's awesome, dude. And then they just do, like, fundraising shits, and it's cool. And then they all dress the same and post
Yeah.
slutty pictures, and I fuck with that. Heavy. Like, appreciate y'all out there.
Thank you. Wow. What were you trying to say for so long, so hard?
No, like it was just like I was talking to Sam earlier, but
Oh,
like,
of course you were.
no,
Wow.
I just want them to just like shut the fuck up, please. For like, dude, yeah, please just shut the fuck up. Like, no one cares if you're screaming. You could just be like, yeah, like just don't scream though at the top of your fucking lungs.
Whatever Greek words, like the hot sorority, and then there's like, oh, the ugly sorority, and my boy has said word for it, no disrespect, the fat sorority. Like, there's something for everyone. That's just how it rolls.
Wow, there is something for everyone, guys.
There was one time, like I think it was, yeah. So I feel like it was like Sig Kai. I feel like it was like Sig Kai or something like that. But it was like 12 girls, including her, and me and one other guy. We went up there. Like all the girls went up there, got in fine, no problem. And then we went up, and the guy was like 60. We're like per person. I'm like, no. I brought 12 girls. Yeah, then you guys were all waiting for us to get in. So like, they were waiting, and we knew someone there. I think Brooklyn was there. And I'm like, and like the guy with me, he gets angry pretty like fast. So I'm like, all right, I gotta talk to this guy. And I'm like, nah. And he's like 40. I'm like, He's like 20. I'm like, no. He's like, fine, 15. I'm like, all right, here, take it. And then we're like, fuck you. And then we did keg stands. We got our money's worth at that point because we were pissed.
not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I would never pay more than 10 beans to get in somewhere.
No,
And that's realistic for any fucking bar or club here too. Like, if we had to pay 20 to get in last night, I would have been tight.
No, yeah.
Like,
yeah,
that's why I don't like Ybor. It's whack. You pay $10 and then you have to pay more money for drinks. I paid like $6 for a beer, and like that's ridiculous. It should not cost more than $4.
Yup. I think we have brought up a lot of important topics that we really wanted to just get off our chest. Looks like. Shout out Ankle Biter Inc. for sponsoring this podcast episode. I appreciate you guys. You know who you are. So, thank you to everyone who was a part of this podcast. Are you listening to me? Thank you to everyone who was a part of this podcast tonight. And then was Josh and Sam. And then Russian Bay.
Long Don Nick.
Thank you guys. Good night.